welcome to this chess tech video. Today I am playing Mr. Skrivich and I'm going to play the Scandinavian. So we've got a 15-minute rapid game and we're going to what should we do? Let's do the Queen D6 Sergei Tvyakov variation. It's not really called that, but Sergei used to play it a lot, and he did really pretty well with this Scandinavian Russian Grandmaster. No, it's not a Russian Grandmaster. Maybe he was, but he's now plays for the Netherlands. Anyway, so let's have a look at this chap. We've got classical 54 games, relatively established. Excellent. Right, so he's just played h6 to stop my bishop coming here on my knight, which is interesting, but probably not. I don't know if it's the most critical line. Yeah, it's taken quite a while to move, so I'm just developing normally. Hopefully he'll probably just castle and I'll play e6, bishop e7, castle myself, that sort of thing, unless he tries to be sneaky. So okay, e6. I've had a lot of problems in my mouse recently, dropping pieces on the wrong squares, and that's not an excuse. So forgive me if I blow a game by doing that, but I'm going to try hardest not to. So yeah, relatively standard position here. Letting this dark square bishop out. I'm just going to continue developing my pieces with the intention of castling one way or t'other. Now, okay, he's gone after my bad boy bishop. So really, it's the only move to drop it back. I quite like that bishop, but you know. So I have an open file for my rook. Excuse me for sniffing there. And the question is, we need a plan. He's playing quite slowly, actually. I hate being a sceptical online chess player, in that just because somebody's playing a bit too slowly, they're using an engine or looking at the moves on another screen. It's just, I don't know. When you play some people, they're just more fluid. Ah, yeah. So it's going to hit my queen now, probably this bishop here. You can tell when people are using a computer. It's just something about the play. It's just wrong. It's just there's a human element missing. So he hits my queen. I've only got one square, which is here, and he hits it again. I drop it back here, and it's just the usual kick the black queen around the board type of thing. Right, I can actually push the pawn. He's dropped it back. He's maybe a bit worried about this knight fork. I could play knight c5 here, winning his bishop, threatening it. Which means you'd have to drop it back to there. It's quite a nice bishop, this, blasting down into my king's position if I castle here. Alternatively, I could castle queenside and play g5 with the plan of playing g4. He can't take because it'd be mate, And they can't play obviously g5 because bishop will take it. I could play knight e5 now. Here's queen. Don't like those moves. That's an interesting one, this. Part of me doesn't want him to play. And said that if I play knight there, hits me. Can drop my queen back. You've got to be careful you don't get caught in the open with your pants down. And Scandinavian. Push it too much. Try and overestimate what you can do. You end up in big trouble. So maybe now I hit my queen with his bishop to f4. No. But he's done exactly what I thought. What I didn't want him to do was just to knock that bishop in there. Knock it, have it nice retreat square for it. So let's think of a plan here. He hasn't really got a lot of weaknesses in his position. He has played. I'm going to just put this knight here. The plan of hoping that he might exchange, which is always probably not going to happen. Stops his bishop coming here. And I'm threatening, if he doesn't move the knight, to take it and double his pawn. So he's hit my queen, which is absolutely fine. Just drop her back. I'll try and bring my other knight in, exchange knights and get a bishop on this diagonal. It'll be quite useful. I don't think he can play c4 here. Give him a bit of a backward d3 pawn. Okay, so he wants to exchange bishops. Fine. Well, I'd rather... Actually, let's just think about this. Takes... Interesting. I'm just trying to calculate what we've got here. I'd quite like to keep my dark square bishop, but okay. That's nice to see an instant capture there. I don't think he's using an engine, I mean. So queen there, exchange, we go into an endgame. It's good practice for me, this. So I mean, he's got the bishop in the endgame. It looks roughly equal, but I actually think in the Scandinavian, with this pawn structure, the knight can be, if it goes down to just a minor piece, each bishop versus knight, oh, well, yeah, I thought I blundered a piece then. God, I was freaking out there. So I thought I'll take his queen, but he just recaptures. Yeah, the knight is actually a better piece than the bishop can be. So here we go. Doesn't do anything. So what am I going to do here? Can't see anything immediate. I think I'm just going to bring my rook into the game. So I'm probably gonna, yeah, okay. So he's covering file, makes logical sense. I'm gonna go for some vaguely cheapo tactics, in the sense that I want to bring my knight in to this square, try and exchange queens again, and at the same time maybe I'll attempt some sort of pawn thrust, weakening pawn move. If it was to stop my knight coming to this square, it's a good square for it. A nice outpost. Knights like outposts, don't they? As they say. So yeah, if I go there, and then he does play c4, hitting my knight, then I have to find a decent square for it, which is going to be what exactly. I've also got the move Queen f5 here, exchanging. This double pawn's very strong, controls the c4 square, so it doesn't really matter at all. This is interesting. I want my queen here, really. I quite like this sort of, this square appeals to me. But anyway, first things first, he probably just wants to hit my queen next move. So the question is, after knight d5 hits my queen, where's my queen going? So this can go back here, doesn't seem to be a problem to go back to e7. So here we go then. Rook g4. I've got to be careful of tactics with this bishop later in the game, of things like bishop takes pawn and discoveries, and not being able to capture because of the check, and little things like that, just to be aware of that in these positions. So if I drop my knight in here, hits his rook, doesn't really do a lot else. It might mean that I can stop his rook coming there. So I'd like to bring my, like I say, bring my queen here at some point and hustle these pawns. Yeah, okay. Couldn't think that through, did I? It's not a big deal. I've got this square and I've got this square. But it's an obvious move I should have looked at. Queen h4. Quite like to get on this dark square. Queen h4. Queen h6. Queen h4. Can't really. Oh, no, he can't bring his rook there because of the knight. He attacks me with the pawn I take. Can't trap my queen. It's a little bit. I can always drop it back anyway here. It's amazing how nervous some people get when your queen is near their king. To start making weird moves, freaking out. Which is understandable. So I'd quite like to play Queen d4, which attacks this pawn. which he can defend, but it's slightly clunky. Difficult, I think. Actually, how does he defend that pawn? Can't move the rook because he loses this rook. I'm going to be careful of time again. I'm waffling. It's got a couple of minutes on me. I mean, this is quite a... To me, this is a relatively tricky sort of middle game. You've got to be careful here. You can get blown apart one blunder quite easily. And also, it's a sort of middle game that can liquidate into an end game where you're losing very quickly. So that's the move I want to play. Yeah, he's played that. I thought he might do that. He's trying to block me off. Right. There's no way he can win my queen there. This bishop's very, very annoying for me. Extremely annoying. Drop my knight back. Knight hit the rook, reroute it. Drop it in there and come back in there. It's an interesting idea. So I drop the knight back to h7, then into g5. Hits the queen, wins a pawn. Well, does it? Or was that just dreaming again? What's he threatening? Can he win my queen here? I can't see that he can, to be honest. He can bring his rook there next move, and then I go there. Oh, come on, let's see it. Getting so I've got a bit of control over this dark square. d4. It's not very exciting, but I can't see how he can stop my knight coming in there. If he goes to exchange queens, I don't mind that either, because slightly weakened his pawn structure, but it's nothing critical. I don't have to exchange queens either. I can drop her back there. Yeah, it's interesting. So I've just got to be careful again, like these tactics here with, you see, I mean, I don't think there's anything at the moment, but bishop takes pawn, pawn takes bishop. What's that threatening there? Why would he play that? Oh yeah, of course, stop my knight coming in. Yeah, that's a good move. Good move, sir. He's not having any of it, is he, really? It's been a bit... This guy's not obliging at all. So I need to get my... Greedy of getting my other rook in the game, I think. So it'd be nice to be able to play my knight in here, but I can't. Just take it, obviously. Can't push the pawn because he takes a check. Go back there. It does let me put the knight in though. Is that a gamble worth paying? I'm going to get careful I don't get low on time again. It's a very tricky position, this. I sort of feel I need to rip this open a bit. This check here I don't like. Sort of need to be able to play f5. And if he pushes the pawn, my knight is trapped eternally. That's no good. It's almost like... just not looking good. Okay. Let's just moving. We're running out of time. I don't like. We don't want to rush this game. It's getting vaguely interesting. Yeah, I thought he'd probably do that. Which is actually what I didn't want to happen when I was playing around because of my knight being trapped here, but yeah. Well, it's going to be hopefully a good defensive piece, the old knight there. As if that's any compensation. So we have a problem where he's just going to come down and sort of crush me. If I play the exchange sack, takes, I got nothing. Slowly crushed. Interesting. So rook across here, drop my knight back, try and reroute my my knight to this square d7. It's a real pain, this bishop, isn't it? Oh, you greedy so-and-so, you. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. Yeah. So now I'm threatening knight in here, forking him. Let's see how this boy plays with a bit of time pressure. I'm going to have to move that queen. Part of me still sort of feels I've got some vague... If I can break out of here. His king is looking pretty naked there. His bishop can't get in to join in. Right, okay. So we saw that. So what do we want here? Rook up, threatening that pawn first, I think. I'm going to defend that. Put his other rook in, probably. Which is fine. And then I'm going to play my queen across here. Oh, it doesn't quite work, does it? That's annoying. Let's just simplify this a second. So I can play f4 now. It's horrendous. What does that really get me? I don't like that. Yeah, I'm getting critical on time now. So I'm only a pawn down. It's not super critical or anything. He wants to exchange queens, which is very sensible. Once the queens go off, he's got a very good chance of just winning. Push his pawn. Take. Open me up. I've got to be very careful here. That bishop is just a killer. He's just totally dominating me in this game. I should not have allowed it from the beginning to remain. I should have played the knight in, kicked it around. But that was my own fault. Nobody to blame but myself. Yeah. So gonna win another pawn if I'm not careful. I just need to get my queen over here and then we can start some hustling. Just needs, yeah, it's a bit annoying, isn't it? It's not going to allow that. So I need queen b8. Oh, it's not really quite doing it, so I have to sack a few pawns to get something going here. Doesn't work. Yeah, if I could just get my queen in somewhere. Yeah, okay, that's what we wanted. A little bit of loosening up. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake actually. You can just, no he can't. Yeah, he's just desperate to exchange queens, isn't he? Desperate. Now he can exchange rook. Why no, he can't. Not going to allow that. Where's this rook going? It's not got a lot of squares, has it? I'll go there. Now I'm threatening knight in here. Forking his queen and rook, I think. Does that work? I hope it works. My rook's protected with a pawn. Knight there, and the knight protects that pawn as well, which is quite handy. I mean, this is. Oh, right, okay. Doesn't quite work, does it? Not now. We'll just play this anyway. Try to threaten this. Oh, he's just lost his queen. So hopefully now I might go. He's going to be upset about that, I would be. Takes. The question is, am I? Ooh, he is upset about that. Well, I never. So I go there, he checks me. I go there, he goes there. I can go in there. I'm going to get a check in there. It's going to be. Got to be at least a draw, hasn't it? Check. Gets a queen, I go there, check. E1 check. He's got to be in big trouble then. Although he'll be threatening mate next move. Check. Could watch this long diagonal here. Okay, so we got check. Goes in here. Okay. Check. I think he's going to have to exchange his queen. He's only got one square, he can go there anyway. There. Which is h2. That's going to be knight check. It's going to get mated, I'm pretty sure. He can go there. Which is interesting. Of course, it's a bit of a snaughty swindle, isn't it? Check. Takes. Check. everywhere. Check. Whoa, now that was lucky. Wow. Can't believe I got away with that. That's what time pressure does for you. That was a good game. Let's have a quick review of that. I mean, that was it. I shouldn't have won that game, to be honest, but I think that I just played a bit better under time pressure than he did, and problem is in those positions, winning a pawn probably wasn't. It was a complicated game. I always had chances. So let's look at this analysis and see where we went wrong here. Pretty standard. So computer seems to think that white is slightly better, as she should be. There's nothing tragic going on here. It's pretty equal. So 15 moves. I think I'm actually slightly better here. So let's see. Oh, here we go. Right, sorry about that. Let's have a look. Wow. How interesting. So it was equal all the way, it's moved 22. And then I made a blunder. Let's have a look at that. How that blunder was. Queen f6, didn't like that. Yeah, allowing that pawn in. Let's just go back to the beginning, where I wanted to stop his bishop. I wanted to play. Now I wanted to play here, knight. What do I think of that? Doesn't really think that's okay. If he goes here, it's just equal. Presumably, I just go here. Oh, doesn't like that. So what would I do here then? I want to win this bishop. Yeah, I know I can't play that. It's just terrible. But he can still drop this back. What's the lesson learnt there anyway about this bishop? Okay, so like I say, the middle game was pretty equal. Queen f6 was naughty because it allowed g5, and then, relatively speaking, yeah, he won this pawn, but it's a difficult game to win this practically. Very difficult. Yeah. Rook c7, I mean, it's full of blunders there. I don't like him taking that pawn. So that's a knight d7 is a tragic blunder then. Let's have a look. Why is that a tragic blunder? I'm just trying to see. Takes, you can't take it. Why is that a blunder? Is it because of queen here? The queen can't go anywhere. I don't know why that's a horrendous blunder. It's probably obvious to somebody stronger why that is a complete blunder. Queen d8. Anyway, sorry about this, not great analysis. I was relatively pleased with the way I played